Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Hentges with Beyond the Chart, and in this Asia update video, we're going to take a look at the Shanghai Composite. Check in on China, the Shanghai Composite, Hong Kong, the Hang Seng Index. Check in on India, which continues to slightly push to the upside, and Japan also. And then two Chinese stocks, an update on BIDU, and then we're going to take a look at SINA, S-I-N-A. So stay tuned. Okay, so we'll start off here with the Shanghai Composite, get rid of the crosshairs. So here was last Friday, August 12th, and it closed at 30.50, and we are sitting up basically about 68 points for the week. You had a big day on Monday, and then just pulled back the rest of the week. Now, we could be like flagging in here, but I'm also thinking that we are potentially approaching the top of this B wave. I am looking for this to be a corrective action in here. I am still looking for this to break down and come back down and break this trend line. I mean, you could draw other trend lines in here also when I look at this point and see here. Now it's going to break this one before it breaks this one. This one I think is a more major trend line. So that's the current picture on the Shanghai Composite. Continues to push ever so slightly to the high side. And several of these Chinese stocks are starting to act a lot better. Now, the Hang Seng Index, I think, is getting very, very close to the top here. Either this is a wave 2, or like I've said in here, an alternate X wave, a connecting wave, because I think we had an ABC that completed down here in February with that bottom. This C wave right in here is almost exactly equal to this A wave right now. And many times in a zigzag, that will be the case. Sometimes it'll go a little bit longer, sometimes it's shorter. But, you know, as a kind of a rule of thumb, a target, you can just kind of think of about 100% or equal. And that's right about where we're at. The other thing to think about is this previous high over here. And we're close to that. That high is 23,423. And the high on Thursday was 23,001, so about 200 points or so below that point. So we're in that neighborhood, but it has come back very strongly, very nicely since mid-June, since that post-Brexit incident. India not quite so strong this week. This was last Friday, actually 86.72 or an 86, so we're down about 5 points for the entire week. So just kind of a sideways push. I think we had one holiday in here. I think they're off on Monday. And so you can see just a little sideways push. I'm still expecting this to pull back. So we'll see if that's the case. Now, I don't think this is done. Just because it pulls back, I don't think it's done. I still think we're in an upward trend here on the Nifty 50. Let's check in and see how this looks on a weekly basis. And you can see the little doji bar, very tight, just kind of a pause type of price action here for the week on the India Nifty 50. Well, let's check in on Japan, the Nikkei 225. Let's see, last Friday would have been right here at this peak, and we've done nothing but pull back. It does look like a pullback in an upward move, although this did not go to a higher high, I don't believe. So you can't honestly say that the upward move's been maintained. 939, let's call it, and went up. I guess it did just edge out this high just so slightly. I'm still calling this minor wave 4 here, and therefore expecting this to continue to push upward. And, you know, if this were to close above here, like I've mentioned before, I think this double bottom is in. So we'll see if we can get some continuation out of Japan. Japan is definitely having their struggles. All right, today we're going to look at, check back in as an update on BIDU. We talked about BIDU last week. I thought it was going to break out. I thought this was the end of a complex corrective action. We need this to rally, come on up, and break this downward trend line. Right now, it's still acting like it wants to do that. It's still acting like it's breaking out. It's in a nice trend here. The 10-day moving average is above the 21. This is exponential. The other two here, the 55 and the 21, are simple. But its short term is definitely moving higher. And today, BIDU is it's down 38 cents. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong one. It's up about $1.40, $1.37 with basically 37 minutes of trading on a Friday. Today is Friday, August 19th. So it's still continuing the push to the upside. And the other one I want to take a look at is SINA. And SINA, we haven't looked at in a long, long time. It's gotten fairly quiet. When I look at the 50-day moving average, it's 760,000 shares. So it's really dropped off on the 50-day moving average of volume. But look at this move that it's had in here. It's like all of a sudden it's waking up, and you can see these major trend lines that have been broken. The trend line here from this short interim peak right here in, where is this? Is this 2014? January 2014. You could see it was broken. We've come up here and now broken this longer term trend line from that peak back in 2011, April 2011. And when you look back at some of the volume in here, I mean, they're definitely even into 2000. Well, let's just check 2015. 1.7 million 50-day moving average of the volume, 2.1 million back here, 2.5 million. So it was a much more heavily traded stock in years past. And who knows, maybe it's going to wake up and come out of this now, especially with this kind of move. It's probably going to, let's just look at some potential. I mean, it's going to run into some resistance as it gets up into this 75 to 90 range if it continues to push higher. I wouldn't be surprised to see it consolidate after a big move like this and then continue to push higher. It is currently down 47 cents today. So this could be interesting to watch. I don't watch it on a daily basis just because the volume is just too light on this stock. But if it starts to wake up and gets more participation, it could be very interesting. All right, that's it for today. If you found the video helpful, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And also head on over to the website and check out what I've got to offer over there, and sign up for the email list to get updates on my website. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you actually with a short-term update on tomorrow. Talk to you on the next video.